Everybody, Peter Vexelman here. Hope everyone's doing super duper. We're in the middle of the holiday season. Like literally we're in the middle of it, right? We just came out of one, Thanksgiving. We're rolling into the next, Christmas, and we're rolling into the next, New Year's. All this to say, you could be doing a lot of things tonight. You could be shopping. You could be hanging. But you're here, man, and I'm glad you're here. Honestly, I'm really glad we're here. Tonight will be one that tonight will propel you in this business. Tonight will absolutely propel you in this business, and so it'll be really, really cool. We're going to be getting started here in just a little bit. Hey, I'd love to know where you guys are dialing in from. Put it in the screen where you're calling in from, where you're dialing in from. It's always interesting. Always interesting to hear from you guys. We got Buford in the house. We got Marietta in the house. New York in the house. We got Dawsonville in the house. We got Rochester. We got Dawsonville. We got another Georgia. What's up, Willette? Columbia, what's up, Amos? College Park in the house, Cumming in the house, Philadelphia, what's up, Al? What's up, Erica? Georgia, South Carolina. All right, man. You know what? I'm inspired that in the middle of this season, where millions of people could be doing millions of things, you guys are here. That is really, really cool. And tonight we got a special treat for you all. I mean, tonight is going to be one of those things. Like I said, I don't care if you're a zero or already a hero in this business, you are going to be moving forward. No question. You are going to be moving forward. You're going to be inspired. You're going to learn some stuff. You're going to be propelled. You're going to be super duper excited. So I am very excited, and you should be too. And this is going to be one of those things that you're going to be like, you know what, I got to listen to that again. Because I mean, like, if that's really all true and these guys are doing this business like this, I want to listen to it again and again and again and again. So we're going to begin starting here in just a minute or two. Again, so glad you guys are here. Shout out where you're calling in from. We got Buford in the house. We have Tennessee in the house. Coffee County. Wow. I wonder if, do they grow coffee inside Coffee County, or is it just happens to be named Coffee County? What's up, Buffalo? What's up, Russell? Miami. We are actually going to be going to Miami. Not this weekend. Not next weekend, but the following weekend. We're going to hang in Miami for the week, or at least half the week. We just came from Florida last week. What's up, South Florida? What's up, Billy? Kansas City in the house. What's up, Archie? Scott, what's going on? There was a question answered about Coffee County, but blew so quickly and got buried in my thing. Champaign, Illinois. That's right. That would be a cool place to be. But I'm like guessing that's definitely not where they do champagne. What's up, John? Miami, Florida. Like I said, I'm going to be there next couple of weeks. Yes, Brad, the answer is yes. The next day or the day after, we always do, we'll email you a replay. There it is. Somebody answered your question. Bowie, Maryland. I got it. I can hang Bowie, like David Bowie. All right, guys. So glad you guys are here. We got something really cool for you guys, really special. It's going to be motivating. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to be teaching. I mean, again, it does not matter if you've never done a real estate deal before in your life. If you're on here tonight, or when you're going to be listening to this and recorded, you will like move forward. I don't care if you've done 10 real estate deals in your life. After tonight, And after listening to this, you're going to move forward. I don't care if you've done 100. You're gonna propel yourself, your growth, everything forward as a result of tonight. That's how cool tonight's going to be. So we got a very special partner, really friend, that's going to be joining us here in a little bit. If you would all follow us to any degree, whether you're a partner already or you want to become a partner and you just kind of been following us, who I'm gonna, you know this person. I mean, you just know him because he gives. He showcases, he inspires, he helps as many people as he can. Oh, and by the way, he does deals too. So I don't know if he gets any better of a combination than all of those. All right, let me make sure what's up, Chicago? What's up, Melvin? How you doing, buddy? What's up, James? How are you? Milpitas, California. I can't say I've ever heard of that. Interesting. But guys, glad you're on. This is kind of like, I always say, tonight don't take notes. Sometimes I'll say like tonight, definitely take notes. You know, sometimes I'll say just pay attention. We're going to do some demoing. I think tonight is everything. Like tonight, you don't need to take notes. You could just listen. But at the same time, I guarantee you there's going to be some nuggets that you're going to be like, oh, ooh. So be ready to take some notes. Gather the whole family around tonight. It's going to be really, really super duper cool. So, all right, guys, it's about that time of night. First of all, thank you for being here. I know there's a million places you could be when you're, when it's Christmas time and Thanksgiving time and New Year's time, and it all happens within like, a 30-day cycle. But if you're here tonight, I assume that you are here because you love the real estate business. You probably already are in the real estate business, or you love the real estate business and you want to get into the real estate business. I mean, I think one way or another, you fall into those categories. And I promise you, we are going to make tonight worthy of your time. We've been doing this for a long time, these Tuesday night webinars. It's like when we initially switched to the partner model, this was the first, or one of the first things we did, is a Tuesday night webinar. And though our partner model has evolved over the time that we've been doing it, the one thing that has not evolved, the one thing that has not changed, the one thing that has been remained absolutely the same was this Tuesday night webinars. And I think the reason for, I think there's a twofold reason that these Tuesday night webinars have just kind of become the staple of what we do. Number one, for those of you that are not part of the partner-driven world, we realize that almost everyone that ultimately does join the partner-driven world, in whatever fashion that looks like, somewhere along the line, listen to one of these Tuesday night webinars, okay? So we feel like this is like the one common gateway that everybody that ultimately joins us has, okay? They've come through the they've come through the Tuesday night webinars. The second reason that we continuously do this is another chance for us to connect with our existing partners. And I could tell you guys, if you're an existing partner, you should be fired up. That's all I can tell you. You should be absolutely fired up, because we are going into, I've been in this thing for over 2 decades in the business. I've done thousands of deals. I've had some incredible highs. I've had some tremendous lows. I mean, I've done it. I've run the gamut. I'm still standing, and I'm proud of that. And I can tell you, for those of you specifically that are already partnering with us, there's never been a better time to be in this business than right now. I've never seen, we're in what I call the equilibrium stage. Equilibrium means, this business is always out of balance, meaning, you don't have enough motivated sellers, or you don't have enough cheap money, or you have too much demand. You don't have much demand. You have appreciation, you have depreciation. So this business is constantly fluctuating. And by the way, it will continue to fluctuate. Don't think it's going to remain this good forever. It'll move off the balance, and it'll again. But right now, it is perfect equilibrium. What I mean by that is this: there is tremendous motivation on the seller side. We've never seen this kind of motivation for a lot of reasons. The pandemic, the economic uncertainty, the political uncertainty. So there's huge motivation for people to get liquid. And guess what they get liquid with? Not their phones, because that's, what are you going to make $100 on that? They get liquid with big assets like real estate. So we've never seen this motivation that we're seeing right now. And by the way, it's only going to get greater because right now there's a moratorium on foreclosures in a lot of places. There's a moratorium on evictions a lot of places. When those things get loose, it's like opening up the dam. I mean, honestly. But on the other side, while we're at this equilibrium point, there's a huge demand right now for real estate, both at the consumer side, people that live in these properties, because money is cheap right now. It's almost like free money. So people that want to buy real estate to live into it, huge demand by them, but also investors. There's only two types of buyers. There's a consumer buyer and an investor buyer. There's tremendous amount of cash in the real estate game right now for people looking for good deals. And so this equilibrium exists, and I'm telling you, you got to take advantage of it. So those of you that are partners, the reason we continue doing these Tuesday night webinars, although you have access to it pretty much on a daily basis, this is just another focal point for you to connect with us, to hear from us, and stuff like that. And if you're a partner, I'm going to tell you, right? You're going to reset, recharge, recommit, and then let's go. Let's take it to the next level. Like today, let's do that right here tonight at this webinar. Reset, recharge, recommit. Let's go to the next level. Once I bring Chris on board here in just a couple minutes, I mean, you're going to automatically do that. By the way, if you're a partner, hashtag Go 30 Hard. You know what that's all about. If you don't, get on our private Facebook group. It's, the goal for 2021 for us at Partner Driven is very simple. We want to help more people do consistent deals than we've ever helped any time before. And by the way, we're setting records on a monthly basis. So we have this kind of mantra for our partners. It's hashtag Go 30 Hard. And go do it. Go just get on our Facebook. I'm not going to spend tonight explaining what that is. It's easy. Just go to our private Facebook community. You will realize what it is. And if you're not a partner tonight, thanks for being here. And our goal for you is very simple. We want you to become a partner. I mean, you probably followed us for a little while. You probably think this is pretty cool. Make a decision. Okay. Just make a decision, in or out. Well, either way is fine with us. But if you're in, let's do it. And if you're in and you're ready to make that decision tonight, we actually have a very special team member on standby that could literally get you started tonight. And as early as tomorrow, we would onboard you, show you and teach you how everything works. And then off we go. And that special teammate, her name is Erica at 470-451-2474. That's 470-451-2474. I'm sure somebody could put that in the chat, and then we will rock and roll with that. Guys, listen, tonight we cross the borders. What I mean by that is we do Tuesday nights based upon certain pillars. Okay. One day we'll do a pillar of a strategy, a technique. One day we'll do a pillar of just kind of sitting back and kicking back and reminiscing. Sometimes we do pillars of what I call State of the Union, especially in the last several months with the pandemic. What the heck is going on? So I would do these State of the Unions every, 4 or 5 Tuesdays. So we have these different pillars. Tonight, it's an all-encompassing one. It's a State of the Union. It's techniques and strategies. It's sit back, talk stories. It's inspired. It's reset, recharge, and wow, yeah, I got to get to the next level. It's everything mixed into one. Guys, I could tell you, people inspire me. When you talk about what inspires me, people inspire me. I mean, that's really the ultimate definition. I love watching. Who wouldn't love watching a guy like an Elon Musk? And, if you're not inspired by a guy that in the morning could be building a rocket, in the afternoon could be curing a disease, and at night could be working on a car and do it at the highest level, that's inspiring. A guy like a Michael Jordan. I mean, I don't care if you know nothing about basketball, but that is an inspiring basketball player. So what I've realized along the way, it's easy to get inspired by people that are already kicking ass, that are doing well. And it's easy. It's also, it's also, you could learn a lot from people like that, right? Well, think about it. If you are in any industry and you happen to have the top dog there that you could follow, you could learn a lot from them, right? But I could tell you also, as we started this partner program some time ago, I realized what I really, really, really get inspired by: the hustle. And not necessarily at the top level. I mean, those guys have already proven themselves. I get inspired by a hustle like at the very beginning. Like, show me what you got. Show me what you got. And this partner model that we use has really put me in a position to do that a lot. See, before the partner model, I've already achieved a little bit of success. I was hanging around with people that are already successful. We were all kind of doing the same thing. We were all at the same level. I was always trying to hang at the, I always teach it, hang with someone like you or at the higher level. And that's what I did. And then we started the partner model where we were taking people, everyday people that were willing to hustle and battle and fight. And we started partnering and doing deals. We started like watching them. And I could tell you guys, the guy I'm about ready to introduce you, he's gotten it up to an extremely high level. But what I'm like absolutely love about this guy, like I met him when he wasn't that. And I say this because he's going to say it too. We didn't meet Chris when he was doing, 10 deals, or he had I don't think he even had any deals behind him. We didn't meet Chris when he had a ton of money. We didn't meet Chris when he was the top of the corporate world, when he was driving a Mercedes. We literally met Chris where he was like, he had a dream and he had a goal, and we were fortunate enough to watch and somewhat participate in this guy's growth. So anyway, instead of me talking to Chris about Chris like in third person, Chris, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There he is. Man,
yes,
dude,
sir. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. If any of you guys follow Chris on social media, on social media, like you get notification, like on Facebook, if somebody posts and you'll get a notification, like Bob did a post on or answered. And whenever I get it from Chris, like, and he is boom, he's all over the place. And when he does it, like when he posts on one of mine, I don't even go look at it anymore because I know it's going to say, let's go, champ. he has absolutely branded himself. But Chris, let me first of all, kind of at a personal level, tell you, dude, you're awesome. You truly, truly are awesome. I mean, people like you, whew, I'm telling you, every day I'm on a hunt for guys like you. I mean, that's really it. People say, well, what's that perfect partner? Who are you really looking for? Hey, can I do this thing? Or, well, gosh, is this really what it seems? In my mind, you are literally the stereotype, the epiphany of who it is we're looking for as a partner. And so what I want to do, I want to kind of shut up here for a moment and I want you to tell the first time. So I'll give you a quick backdrop. We used to have a physical office in Jacksonville before we had a partner model. We were kind of doing this all over the nation. We actually were setting up offices everywhere. We were killing it in Jacksonville, Florida. And we would go in there and visit our office. And when we go visit our office, like either myself, one time I'll go, another time Julie will go, we'd have these like little get-togethers. We'd like people know, like the local investor groups know, hey, we're going to be in town. We're going to buy you guys some drinks. We're going to do some networking, some socializing. And we had one of those. And Chris, you take over the story.
Right. So I was working at 2 jobs, right? I always had 2 jobs. So what happened was I was getting off my job late, but I didn't have a car. So I had to jump on the bus to try to get to the beach before, Julie and them left. And I was so eager to meet Julie. I knew if I met Julie, that would make me know you guys was real. It's physically seeing one of you guys. So it was just so important for me to make it to this movie. So I kept texting her, Julie, please don't leave. Please don't leave. So, she didn't. She stayed there. I got there late. It was over. But, I was telling her, I want to do real estate. That's all I want to do. I got 2 jobs, but, I don't have the time to do it. And I want to do this, So she was like, I can see it in you. I can see it in you. So we walked out back and I couldn't help but say it again to her. I had to look her in the eyes. And I was like, Julie, seriously, I said, I'm going to make this happen. No matter what, I'm going to make this happen. You know, I got the 2 jobs, you know, I'm new at this, but it's in my heart, you know, it's out of my hands. I'm going to make this happen no matter what. So she was like, I believe you. I believe you. So, you know, after that, you know, it just, yeah, I'm here now. You know what I mean? But with that meeting, I had to, you know, go. It was just, I don't care what it took. You know, like I said, I didn't have a car. So I had to take 2 buses, you know what I mean, to get there to this meeting. You know what I mean? I just knew, you know, when you know you want to do something, you got to do whatever you got to do to make it happen, you know. And I knew you guys were the people to be with, you know. Like, people don't know, I watched you guys on YouTube for a minute. You know, you got to do your research, you know. So I was watching on YouTube. But I say, when I heard y'all was gonna be there, I had to be there, you know. So I just took the buses. You know, luckily she was there, and it just inspired me to just do great. Seriously, Peter, when I met her, you know what I mean.
So talk about Chris. So you had 2 jobs. So what, were you like a doctor and an engineer? Tell us about your 2
Oh
jobs back
man, I wish. Hey, listen, boss, I got the burns on my arm. That's what I'm saying. We normal. Everybody is regular. Nobody is special here, right? I got the burns on my arms from me putting the food in the ovens for people at restaurants like Chili's. I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory, TGI Friday, Chili's, like Cooper's Hawk, you know, the nicer restaurants, right? You know, I'm thinking I'm, you know, the man that got my chef hat on, you know, my apron and stuff like that. But inside my mind, I knew I wanted to do something better. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to work. You know, we all have to work. But if you know you want to do this, you're going to have to work on side of that, right? As soon as you get off work, you're going to have to do your other work. You know, that's what people are not getting. They get off that job and then they're not doing the, you know, the work they should be doing, Pete. You know what I mean? So I just knew, you know, I had these jobs, but I can't keep doing this. You know, I just can't keep getting burnt. So I knew I had to meet up with you guys.
So, you know, and we'll obviously walk through your journey. You've done plenty of deals, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and that's awesome. Are you still a cook?
No, sorry.
That's awesome. No,
Sorry.
I knew the answer to that. Okay, but walk me through this. This is one thing that I always kind of wonder.
Yeah.
Obviously, you weren't on top of the world. I mean, mentally, you were in the right place back then. You knew you wanted something, but you know, financially, car-wise, infrastructurally, you weren't. Like, what made you think that? Like, and this is a challenge that I see a lot of people have. They
Yeah.
predetermine their destiny. Because I am here, I'm only going to be able to get here, and I'll never get here. Like, they feel like, hey, this is the lot. You know, I'm going to be a cook the rest of my life. Okay, but to go from being a cook to where you are now, that's like a big. What made you like dream so big back then? Like, what's the mindset of someone who's working 2 jobs, travels by bus? What mindset did you have to say, this could all disappear and I could be on top of the world? What was in you back then?
I mean, it's a drive. You know, it's a drive that's in me, you know, that I'm lucky to have. You know, a lot of people don't have it, Pete. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, a lot of people don't have it. So I'm just so lucky to know and know that I want something better in this world. You know what I mean? And I knew real estate was going to be a way to get there. Like, seriously, if you look at all, you know, people that's millionaires, you know, the 80% of millionaires are made by real estate. I mean, so that's one factor, right? And then, I mean, I'm a little older, so, you know, Carlton Sheets put stuff in people's head like, hey, you can make this money. And that's never went away from me. You know, the real estate that he bought back in the 80s, I knew I can do it. You know, like, you know, selling houses, you know, driving cars, living the life you want to live, you know, the infomercials at nighttime. So stuff like that just stuck with me too, you know. And then, you know, me working at these jobs, I always worked cooking jobs, like since forever, right? And I just knew I like cooking, but you know, real estate is something, like I said, like it always been there. So I just knew if I never gave up, if I never gave up on the ideal of me doing real estate or me being free, I can do it, Pete. Seriously. So it's just the drive that I just have inside. Seriously. I really, you can't explain it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I get up in the mornings. I don't know why I want to do this real estate stuff so bad. Like it's just in me. So, I just, once I knew, like right now, I'm just so excited. You know what I mean? Like I just can't help myself. People be talking to me. They're like, I can't get a word in. I'm like, I'm so sorry that I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like I'm just that type of person. And I just knew if I never gave up, I just can make it to the goal, man. It's just life. You think about it. If we do something and we quit, we're never going to get there. Seriously, it's not just real estate or everything in life. If you don't keep going, you are not going to make it, Pete. That's just the bottom line, right? So I knew one day if I keep going, then I'm gonna be able to be here, talk to people, and help people. And that's the thing now too, Pete. Like before, I was talking to the girl before. I was telling her like I was helping people do deals before I even did a deal. I never told you that. Like I was helping people do deals all over the United States, and I never done a deal. So that I don't know why I was doing that. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people have this inner drive, and I'm just lucky I'm one of them. You know what I mean? And I just knew just never give up. And there's people on the line. Like if you have that urge in you, that's special. Don't let it go, right? Listen to Pete. Keep pushing. I swear, if you keep pushing, you're gonna reach your goals and dreams. You know what I mean? That's just the facts. But if we give up, we're never gonna know.
Hey, talk a little bit, and this is great, Chris. I appreciate it. Talk a little bit about like before you ran into Julie and us and everything we do. Um, did you have some setbacks before you met us?
Yeah, most
Talk
definitely.
about that. Talk
Yeah,
about talk to us about some failures that you experienced before you even met us.
right. So I mean, when I first started, I didn't know Peter and Julie existed. But I used to try to go out and I used to I don't know if everybody heard of Flip Man, right? Flip Man, somebody on YouTube, he out there putting video. I got 100 videos. I got 100 videos. So that's how it really started because I didn't have a contract. The reason I didn't get started, yeah, Flip Man, right? So the reason I never got started really because I was scared of the contract. I didn't know like what you do with the contract. You know what I mean? Like what's that? How I get it? Where I got it from? So some told me go on YouTube and put in, real estate contracts. Flip Man came up, and that's how I got started. So he was teaching us to put banner signs out. Hey, get in the game. That's what he called it, get in the game. Put the banner signs out. So I started putting out banner signs. In the hoods, like in the hoods and stuff like that. Because he was saying put it in the lower neighborhoods because some turnovers are quicker in the lower neighborhoods. So I had got a call from a property, and I was scared, right? So I hung the phone up because I didn't have the confidence at first. I hung the phone up, and then I called her back. I said, "Steve, I'm so sorry. I just got disconnected." And I tried to do a deal with this lady, but I didn't know the ARV, I didn't know what the repairs, nothing like that, right? So I was just asking, I was like, well, how much do you want? And she was like, well, give me 30. I said, okay. I didn't know if that was a good deal or not, right? But she was like, give me 30, right? So I took it, and I put it under contract, and I didn't have buyers. I didn't know what to do. So what I did was, sorry, what I did was, I went to another YouTube video, and they were saying, hey, go on Google and put, we buy houses in your city, and that's how you can find buyers. So come on, I'm like, I'm calling people, hey, I got this property, they're like, well, what's the ARV? I don't know, can you go just look at it? Can you go look at it? So, that deal, I had to cancel it. And I ain't even cancel the contract or nothing. I just didn't call the woman because I didn't never
You
got
just disappeared.
yeah, like I disappeared. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have to worry about her disappearing. I did it for her, right? So, I knew I couldn't do deals like that, Pete. You know what I mean? I knew I couldn't do deals like that. And it was crazy because I was talking to some lady at a meetup, and I was like, I need a mentor. I'm tired of just running into walls. And she was like, well, Peter Vexman, watch Peter Vexman videos. And that's how I got connected with you. Seriously, through a referral from another young lady. I think she probably done a deal or was connected with you, but she the one turned me on to you. If I never asked or networked with other people, I probably would have found you later on, which would have sucked. You know what I mean? But network, right? Get out, talk to people. If you don't know something, you have to ask questions. You know what I mean? Like right now, it's crazy because I teach people right now how to do real estate wholesaling. If when I called you your first day, if I said, Pete, you know what? I'm gonna be teaching people how to wholesale. I just sound like an idiot, right? But now it's crazy because going from working with you guys and never giving up, Pete. I swear I love it. I don't know how to repay you. You
I
know,
love it. No, dude, I totally love it. But you're throwing out gems and wisdoms, man. Chris. By the way, the other thing I love about you, you're real. You're no nonsense. You're real. We've sat in the same places. We've talked. We've had meals. Just keep on being real. Keep on doing. And you're throwing out so many nuggets that I want to backtrack a little bit because you said something really, really big. You try to do it yourself, right? Which, by the way, I tried to do it myself, and I didn't just disappear. I made everything I owned disappear. Like I made all my money disappear. I made all my credibility disappear. All of that. So, talk a little bit. You all right, dude? You're the best. You are. Yeah, I'm already thinking the next step, which I'm not going to share with you here because I don't want to totally lose it. I'm going to share it with you. Talk to the guy right now because there's a lot of people like you were trying to do it yourself, like I was 25 years ago trying to do it myself. Talk to the guy that's trying to do it himself, and he literally does think. You can just Google this thing. You can go to YouTube. You could learn it all yourself, and you really don't need support. Talk to that person.
Yeah, all us think that, we always gonna think that we don't need that help, man. Seriously, for a long time, I was doing it. I kept on going before I even tried to reach out to anybody. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep trying to, make it happen. That's just as a man or a woman trying to stand up for themselves, they're gonna try to, keep going. But you're gonna have to realize after a while, you're gonna need some support. You're gonna have to make that decision. If I'm gonna keep just going out here and just, trying to do this on my own, or I really want to get this done. I really want to, meet my goals and dreams, and people you got to have something, you got to set up a why, why I want to do this. So, if I think if people, really want to do this, like me, I got whiteboards up. I know you can't see them, I just always, just remind myself, what I need to do every day. So I can reach my goals and dreams. I'm just so tired.
No,
I'm sorry, Pete.
no. Listen, dude, this is why we do this. It's real. It's raw. It's unscripted. Dude, I've been there. I promise you, I've been exactly where you are. And dude, let me tell you something. This is for real. There's people in our organization, and I don't know if you were listening before, that inspire me. And I appreciate the kudos you're giving us, but I'm telling you, dude, you freaking keep me going. And there's so many people that talk about you. You have no idea. Literally, Chris, you have no idea how what you're doing impacts the people around you. It's like we always get in this business because we want more money. We want better lifestyle. We want out of our cook job. We want. And then something magical happens. We realize we got to give back too. You get to a certain point, you do a couple deals, and then it's like, wow, it's really cool to help other people. And let me just tell you something, Chris, you directly, but also probably more indirectly than directly, you help so many people. Like so there's so few people that can relate to me. I got 25 years on most people. It's like saying, I got a 25-mile head start. Go ahead, beat me in a race, in a marathon. You're not gonna do it. But man, you like right there, what you're doing right now, that's real, man. And that is so cool. All right, so let's get into some good times here. Talk about your first deal. Just walk us through your very first deal.
All right.
When did it happen? How many years? When did it happen? What year?
Um, right now it's 2000. When was it? 2018 maybe? Because we've been doing it. We've been doing this like 2 years strong. So probably 2018. I was working at
Who are you talking to now?
my girl Tasia.
I know. And why isn't she there?
Yeah, she said hi. She said
Why isn't she right there?
hi. She just said she was in class, so she's
All
over
right.
there studying.
You tell her all the love from us because she is she makes you look good, dude. She makes you look
Yeah,
really
she
good.
do all that marketing,
I know. I
Yeah,
know. I
she
know.
helps out.
You make sure you pass our love. All right. So 2 years ago, was that your first deal? All
Yeah.
right. Talk about it.
So I was working at this job, and these two guys is doing deals here. They do a lot of deals. So I was like, trying to figure it out, still trying to network. And they was like, hey, we'll help you out. So I had took action. I stopped doing the bandit signs. I just started like doing meetups at this time. You remember my meetups?
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. I was like, before I did a deal, I started doing the meetups. You know what I mean? I started trying to bring everybody together so that, new wholesalers can meet wholesalers, cash buyers can meet wholesalers. Like I was telling the wholesalers, listen, bring your deals here to the meetups so that, I can bring the cash buyers, they can close on them right now. We can do the contracts. So that was my ideal in the beginning, sorry. So yeah, that was my ideal in the beginning. And it just grew, it just grew from there. But sorry. So it just grew from there. But the deal was that I went on Facebook. The lady wanted like $60,000. I was telling her what the team that I was working with, the Dom and G guys, I was asking them like, well, what do you think I needed at? Because I was still kind of new at it. I didn't know like what the price would be. So they were telling me they can do it like at 30. So I didn't think the lady was going to, go from 60 to 30. And this was on Facebook. I'm messaging her. I'm like, I never talked to her. I never, never heard a voice or anything. And she was like, yeah, sure, I can take the 30. I was like, oh my God. My first. So listen, I was like, well, where you at right now? Like, I want to come over now. So she's like, yeah, come over. I went over, I looked at the house. It was a nice house. I just, put it under contract. And luckily, I knew these two guys that, say they helped me. So, we did like a JV. So it was like 50-50. They found the buyers. I just bought the property and I made $5,000. So once I did that, though, I knew it worked. I was like, oh my God, this stuff worked. So I went to work and I was like, well, y'all guys are cool, but I can't be here no more. I got a new, I was like, seriously, my first $5,000, I knew I can do it. I knew once I get a check, Pete, seriously, I knew I can do it. I was like, I'm not going back to work. I'm just going to go and do this. And it worked out, because I'm hungry. Like I was telling her, we just got off the phone with realtors trying to do some deals now in Georgia again. You know what I mean? So I just got to keep working, and you inspired me. I mean, I watch you, I'm in your group. I knew you guys was, great. So, watching y'all, man, it just made me want to keep going. So right now, my goal is to do 10 deals a month here in Jacksonville alone, and I know I can do it, working with the team, because I mean, it's 50-50, but they can do a lot of deals. So I just got to give them the deals. They take care of the deals. I can go out and find more. I love it because I can give them the deals. They'll go find the buyers and then give me a chance to go get more. So that's why I'm closing 2 to 3 deals a month with these guys because they doing the other half of the job by going out and finding the buyers. You know what I mean? So
Let me just say something. This is like what you're saying is brilliant because Chris, this has been my mantra here with our partners. I'm just like, man, I'm obviously we're recording this. Instead of me talking, I'm just going to play this thing back because you're just I've been telling everybody that's how you do this thing. You leverage yourself at the local level.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Because I could like when you're saying find buyers, I could only find X amount of buyers. But if I connect with people that know buyers, I could find 100X. I could only make a certain amount of calls a day. But if I built a little team of callers around me, I could do like 1,000X of callers. Oh, I think you hit mute. You got to unmute yourself. Or did I? There you go. You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, turn up your volume. Yeah, you're perfect. Okay, you're good. You're back. You're back. But no, and I don't know if you heard what I said, but what I said, what you said was brilliant. It's what I've been teaching our partners. Leverage at the local level. Leverage with resources. You know, my big mantra, Chris, that I've been telling people to leverage with, and you'll appreciate this, is get a couple callers. Get a couple callers, because marketing is where it's at. I mean, the back end is important. Buyers are critical. I got it. But my whole mantra is, man, instead of pounding the phone yourself, which we all have to do, we've all done it. I know you've done it. I've made tens of thousands of phone calls. But man, find a couple of people around you, help you do that. So I mean, it's like what you're saying. It's like it's gold. Hey, tell me about the toughest deal you've closed on.
Right now, Pete.
All right, talk about it.
Yeah, we supposed to close last week, but it's a probate deal. So we waiting on title to get everything clear. We thought we were gonna have it cleared last week, but it's moving into December. I think saying right about probably like now December the 5th. So that was I'm like, I supposed to close 3 last, you know what I mean? 3. Now it's 2 and this one gonna be. But yeah, it's the probate deals. People are like, hey, I want probate leads. You got to understand, those deals are different. Like the best deals are vacant house deals. There's nothing. It's easy, it's simple. They sign the contract, homeowner sign the contract. You take it to the buyer buy it, and that's it. Other deals, you got to go through hurdles or go through this or wait for this to get them done. But I mean, they're still deals. But just to say, probate deals just take just a little bit more time because of the title issues and things like that. They got to make sure it's done. But I mean, I'm happy. It's just taking a long time. But other than that, Pete, the deals we get is usually vacant houses. It's not. I try to make sure. I'm like, anybody in there? Anybody in there? They're like, no. But we don't get too many bad ones. Just that one right there. That's the only one that I think, right? Yeah, I got to ask her to make sure.
All right, Chris, listen, because honestly, you're and I've said it, you're very inspirational, you're very motivational, but you're real, and that's what I love about you. You're like me, you're hustle.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit.
I appreciate you guys. Seriously, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, but I promise you, it's way more you than us. But talk right now, because there's people on here tonight. And there's going to be a lot of people, because we're going to put this in a lot of places. They're going to be listening to this, and they're like at the point of giving up. I mean, they're done. They're like, screw this thing. It ain't worth it. It's not real. They're BSing us. No one's really doing deals. I'm at the wrong business. I'm in the wrong city. They're going to be literally listening to you right now, and they're like, I'm done. Talk to that guy.
Listen, like, it's going to be hard to get this job done. Seriously. Like when I first started, I didn't know, that I was going to be here at this point. So that means I'm just here to tell you guys, right? Like you can't never give up on your goals and dreams. It's not about me or Pete. You got to think about it, right? It's not about me. It's not about Pete. It's about you guys and your family. So if you see people getting the job done, we got hands and feet. Everybody got hands and feet. So all we have to do is follow the leader, right? And Pete is the leader, right? So I will tell you guys, I know it's hard. I mean, I know it seems like you're not getting nowhere. Seriously, I'm gonna tell you, like, it's gonna seem like times where nothing is happening. Seriously, like even though you put in work, you might have drove for some dollars, you might call a couple people and nothing got nowhere, right? But if you keep doing it, that's the secret. You got to keep doing it and keep doing it. I didn't know that. That's what I didn't know. Like, that's what we're trying to tell you. Like, you got to keep doing this. Just like if you go to work, right? You just can't go to work for 2 days, right? If you work for 5 days, right? You go to work, you got to work all the days. So this is the same, right? You have to work for this, just like you have to work for any other job, And the thing about it too, Pete, like I think it's a skill, right? It's just like, when I had my job to cook, I always use this as an example, right? I had to learn how to make these dishes by watching videos, Pete. They wouldn't let me go out on the floor. You can't go out on the floor. I had to learn how to, watch these videos. You take a little bit of tests, then that get a trainer to train you how to make the dishes. So that's trained. I'm training. I'm trained. It's the same thing. Like we got to train, and then go take action. That's what I try to tell people who ask me, like what to do or how get a deal done, right? Or I think it's the mindset, right? You got to know you got Pete. I'm here. You see me. I'm real. Ask us. Don't just quit. Ask people questions. You know what I mean? Like see what people can do to help you. So I mean, I know I just go around a lot of stuff, but I swear it's all to tell you guys, like, please, please, I'm begging myself, don't give up. I'm telling you, like, if I sit here and tell you where I came from, and I'm here, like, you wouldn't believe it. I swear. So listen, Pete is here to tell you guys the truth. If you put in the work, I swear I can show you my check I just got. You know what I mean? I just got my check from Pete, for me putting in my work. Pete and Julie and the team came in and helped me, just like my Jacksonville team. So, watch these videos, but just don't watch these videos, right? Take action in your business and then get Pete and then Julie and the team to help out whenever they can. That's all you have to do. Don't quit. If you don't take the action, Pete, they can't, blame it on your guys. I see that all the time. And it gets me upset. I see people like, oh, this don't work. This don't work. No, it's you don't work. To be honest, I know Pete don't want to say it. They don't want. I'm going to say it. You guys are not working. You know what I mean? Because I won't be here so passionate and emotion about Pete. You know what I mean? Because I know Pete, I'm doing this thing, man. So you just, if you on this line, please don't give up. Please don't point your finger at Pete, Julie, and nobody. It's all us guys. Seriously. It's like, so if you don't get it done, you're gonna have to look in the mirror. You know what I mean? But seriously, please do not quit. Call me. I'll put my number in the group. I'm here. I do this every day. I don't work. You know what I mean? Like I don't work. But I mean, I'm just so passionate about it. I talk to people all day long. I invite people, to come and talk to me and ask me questions because I used to work. I have burnt. That's why I'm so emotional about this stuff because people are gonna blame you guys because of the lack of work that we do. I don't think that's fair. So we gonna have to do the work ourselves, or you're gonna have to keep going to work and and get burnt. You know what I mean? Or do what you got, do what you're doing. I swear it's just that simple. You know what I mean? So please don't quit.
I love it. I love it. Talk about like some of your guys' big picture goals. What's the
10
future?
deals a month. 10 deals a month right now, Pete. Right now, I mean, we got this board up behind us, and we got 10 deals a month, and the markers with the stars and all that. And we got contracts, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 10. So, that's in my face, Pete. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to say. Like, if when I do my videos, if you put this stuff in your face, it'll keep reminding you what to do every day. It keep you focused on your goals and dreams. So, right there, that's one of my goals and dreams. Another goal and dream is we trying to close an apartment deal. I know you're like, what? But I know I can do it, Pete. You know what I mean? I know since you guys showed me how to do this stuff and my confidence is, I'm standing up, I'm not shy or scared to, try to make this happen. So I'm going to try to close. Right now we got, we still working on this one in St. Pete. It's been like 2 months. I don't know what's going on with it, but we trying to get the financials. We got the financials over. We just waiting for the buyers to send the NCDA, and then we can see if they're gonna buy it. But I'm just trying to do things like that. Things I haven't done before. I think that's what I'm doing. Like the deal in Georgia, I never done one in Georgia. So I'm into that right now. Right now, I'm trying to do things I haven't done before. So 10 deals a month. The apartments, that'd be nice. And then, I mean, we want to take this money and do like Airbnbs. try to get some Airbnb so we can start getting some monthly money coming in. Because wholesaling, I'm gonna tell you, it's a hustle. Like we got to be out here hustling, which I love. I love hustling, but you know, you want to start getting it where monthly. You know, every month now we're getting this gross income coming in from property. So, I mean, you know, I think that's probably it, right? What else you want? And she want a Porsche.
You're like, I want to do more deals. I want to do apartments. Oh, and she wants a Porsche. sounds like a made in heaven.
Yeah, you know,
that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Well, let me kind of bring this to a close a little bit, and I'll tell you, Chris, when I was doing deals by myself for forever, it was all about me. I mean, it really was. It was about me doing more deals. It was about me building a company that we could do more deals. It was about closing the next deal, closing the next 30, 40, 50 deals. And then somewhere along the line, we switched to this partner model, okay? But it was still about me to a degree. I'll be honest with you. It was about me doing more deals. You know, let's partner with people across the United States, do more deals. And I'm realizing over the last number of months, Chris, that it's about guys like you. I mean, this is why I continue doing this. I mean, to just be involved with guys like you and people like you and couples like you, and man, it is so much more fulfilling than just doing deals in a vacuum. And
right.
and Chris, I gotta tell you, I am just so freaking glad. I'm so glad you got on those 2 buses a couple of years ago.
Me too.
I'm so glad you hung around that night.
Oh my God.
It's just, it's just these little tentacles. But man, for me, if I were to like right now, if somebody would say, well, Pete, you could talk about we had a super duper record setting month. And if somebody would have said right now, you could have talked the last hour about the super duper record setting month, or you could have done this. Oh my God. Years ago would have been, let me talk about my super duper month.
Right.
Right now, it's about this. This is so freaking cool. I mean, I'll tell you, last night we did one of those, we do our 2 Monday night meetings for our partners. And it was like last night was something really magical. There was like really cool things going on, and I couldn't sleep. And I couldn't sleep not because of the deals. It was because that magical stuff that took place with our partners. Yeah. Chris, man, I'm going to tell you right now, because of freaking you, I'm going to lose sleep again. I know it. I sleep like a baby. I go to bed early. I wake up early because of you tonight. I know I'm going to lose sleep. And man, but you know what? You're awesome. I mean, really.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it, boss.
You guys are why I'm still in the game. I don't need to be in the game. I mean, no, that's not true. I still need to be in the game, but I could do it at a much different level, much different pace. But man, I've never gotten the kind of gratification out of closing a deal as I have listening to you close your deals.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, from my bottom of my heart, thanks, Chris. Just thanks for being you. Thanks for fighting. Thanks for not quitting. Thanks for showing up. Thank you. And more importantly, you've taken it to that next level. Thanks for giving back now. And I know you said you were always, you were involved before you even did your own deals, but man, you're really, 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 really giving back. So I'm going to tell you this, dude. I love you, man. I love you
too. I love you guys.
You're a winner. I mean, you're a winner. That's all I could say. You're a winner. You all the qualities. You give back. You're willing to help. You're willing to share. You're willing to expose yourself. You guys are willing to do things that aren't necessarily going to help you, but they can help Mary, Steve, and that.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? This is what this partner model, what the partner family is all about. And I'm just so glad you're part of it. I'm so glad you guys keep on fighting. And I'm so glad that it's not just about you guys, but it's about helping that next person, helping the next 2 people and helping the next 5 people. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this off yourself. You can sign off. Chris, you guys are absolutely fantastic. And I'm
Thank
so,
you,
so
sir.
glad you're the part of the partner driven family, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Well, I wouldn't be here without you. So I would do, anytime you ask me to do anything, I'm gonna run there. I'm gonna be right there, So I appreciate you doing this. I tell her all the time, we're gonna have to, get bigger, we're gonna try to go out, try to, do more and more deals in different cities. The sky's the limit. If we started with nothing, now my goal is to do 10 deals a month. Pete, come on. Remember, I used to call you every day, boss. You know that. I used to call you every day, Pete, what? What we doing? What we supposed to do next? People like, just do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like I always tell her. I tell her the stories. Like I know Pete. Like, oh, that and Chris Varnes. I just call him every day. Oh, Pete, what we do today? Like, Pete, come on, man. Pete, what's up? Like, but I don't know what to do. Like, I did my job hiding behind the thing. Pete, what we gonna do tomorrow? Like,
Okay. I know I was going to bring this to an end, but I'm going to tell you this. This is enough. I mean, every time you speak, it's like nuggets come out. I can tell you across the board, like, tonight was a night where Chris gave it all. Okay. But let me give you a couple like little tidbits. Julie, like you heard Chris and I talk about Julie. I mean, for those of you who don't know Julie, just get to know Julie. Okay. Julie's beyond amazing. Guess what? Julie did with me too. Like when she initially met me and I hired her, she to get into my world, she blew me up. Like, what? You don't want me? Get me? And I was like, okay, fine. Here's a chance. And look at her now. My other big partners, like somebody like a Seth, Seth, same thing. I mean, the guy would call me every morning. I mean, I'd be doing my 4:30 a.m. walk. And there's Seth on the West Coast, like it's 4:30 in my time, it's 1:30 his time. There's Seth calling, like, Pete, okay, what do we do today? What do we do today? Man, that was a huge thing. You were aggressive. You were aggressive. And sometimes you have to be aggressive. You got to push yourself through the door. If you're in a place and there's a fire and that door is only this wide, only a certain amount of people can bust through, you're freaking fighting for it. And I'll tell you one thing, Chris, about you that I absolutely love. However you got them, I don't know, however you got them, genes, parents, accident, however you did it, you got the qualities of a freaking winner. I mean, some people have to read about it. Some people have to study it. Some people have to learn it. Some people have to fake them. You got them. I mean, you talk and you talk wisdom. I mean, literally, you talk the things like you said today about leveraging through local people, about like blew you up. I mean, about, hey, like reached out to us. I mean, that's it. That's what gets people successful. So, dude,
I appreciate it.
You're amazing. I appreciate it. Go ahead and sign off. I'm going to close off here. Chris, dude, brother, let's keep on building it.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, man.
Let's go, Chet.
Well, guys, I mean, what can I say? I mean, this is it. This is what we do with the family here. This is partner-driven model. For those of you that are partners tonight, reset, recharge, recommit, go to the next level. We'll do whatever we got to do. I mean, honestly, we will literally do whatever we got to do. We here at Partner-Driven Family, the Julies, the Rafas, the Chelseas, the Lauras, the Jukies, the Marys, the Daniellas. I mean, everybody, we will do whatever we got to do to help you. Okay. You just got to go out there and you got to be, to a certain degree, of Chris. You got to be willing to hustle. You got to be dogged. We are here. And for those of you that aren't part of the partner-driven model, the partner-driven family, if this is the environment you want to be in, we do deals and we split profits with our partners. And I know we have a team member on standby today. Her name is, I'm already forgetting. It was texted to me. It was Erica. She's at 470-451-2474. She'll get you started tonight. I mean, so if you're a person that can make a decision and like stick with it, you don't have to sleep on it. You don't have to, you're ready. Like right now, this is the family you want to be a part of. This is the environment that you want to be part of. Give Erica a call and we'll get it going tonight. Other than that, guys, I enjoyed it. I mean, this is it. This is my life right here. It's my job. Talk to guys like Chris and help guys like Chris. I mean, can I get it any better than this? Anyway, appreciate it, Chris. You're a winner. You guys are absolutely example setters. We'll be back here next Tuesday, same time, same place, and we'll see you guys then. See ya.